Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casiejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy.
And I'm Lacey G.
And for a woman who likes to lay low for a while, Taylor Swift has not been doing that lately.
She has no chill.
She has no chill. There was just like so much happening in the Swiftyverse over the weekend.
Yeah, that we had to get together today to talk about it.
I mean, like, it's so much. Like, we have notes to talk about. This is going to be an hour-long podcast. Like, there was so much happening in Taylor's world right now.
Yes. Oh, my God. Also, I need to apologize just in advance. I'm feeling a little sniffly this morning, so I apologize for the way I sound.
No, don't apologize.
If I sound just, like, gross. Okay.
I accept your apology.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make that clear.
I figured you were just screaming all weekend, and
Well, yeah,
that's why
that
you
too.
sound like that.
But, y'all, we should have gone to Nashville.
I know. Like, Friday, Anna was like, I'm looking at tickets. I'm looking at plane tickets. I'm going to go. And she didn't go.
I highly considered it. The problem is I don't know anybody that lives there. If I knew somebody that lived there, I would have just gone. But there was something in the air. We just knew that something was going to happen. Well, Nashville is Taylor's hometown.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew something was going to happen, but I did not expect the absolute iconicness of the entire weekend. Where do we even begin? Do we go in chronological order?
Sure.
What was first? I think we need to talk about the biggest thing first.
Okay, let's do it.
In chronological order. If we talk about Friday,
Mm-hmm.
Nashville Night 1, during the surprise songs, when Miss Taylor Swift said something along the lines of like, so you guys know I've been planning something, and that's when just hearts everywhere dropped on the ground. Were y'all watching the live stream?
I didn't see the live stream when it happened, no.
So I got home from like dinner or something, and I just felt something in my bones. I was like, something is off. Something is happening. I need to find a live stream. I tuned in, I think, 5 minutes right before the surprise songs, and then Taylor Nation went live. So that's when I was like, okay, something is happening if Taylor Nation, the official Taylor Nation account, is going live. And then she said something like, I've been planning something. And I thought instead of speaking about it, and then, oh my God, you know, crazy. She was like, I'll just show you. And then that's when she like directed everybody's attention to like a screen in the back that said, Speak Now, Taylor's version, July 7th.
Yay!
Okay, who all understood what was happening as it was happening? Not me. Not me, because the feed that I was watching was from the parking lot. That was the only feed that I could get.
There wasn't anyone in the
Why?
stadium going
No.
live, though.
Yeah, I couldn't find any lives. I mean, they were doing a really good job of blocking the lives. And so I was listening, and I heard the Speak Now songs, and that was it. And people were texting me, like our friend Caroline texted me, and I was like, yeah, girl, I know. It sounded so good. Did not know till the next day.
You didn't respond to
about
my text.
Speak Now. I didn't look at my phone. I didn't, like, I had it streaming, and then I was doing other things. And, yeah, I completely missed the freaking announcement till the next morning.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
I was texting all of y'all like a maniac.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So it's exciting. So we finally have an answer of when Speak Now is coming out.
July 7th!
And it's this summer.
Just in time for July 9th.
Oh, my gosh.
Just in time for July 9th.
Just in time for July 9th.
So
Who
exciting.
thought that this was actually going to happen? I know we've been waiting for Speak Now to be announced for a long time. I've been waiting for 1989 to be announced for
Sure.
a very long time. Who really thought that this was going to happen?
Go ahead.
Leading up to Friday night's concert, I kept seeing several videos being posted of fans walking up to the stadium, and the bridge that goes behind the stadium, all the lights had been wrapped in purple.
Mm-hmm.
And so that just seemed like, okay,
A little overboard.
something's happening
Something big is
tonight. Something
happening.
big's happening tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, we've obviously been manifesting Speak Now, Taylor's version, for a while. And she has been leaving Easter eggs, like the Bejeweled music video, things that have just been like so obvious, but still like nothing was happening. But in the last week, after her Instagram post last week, where she used the purple heart emoji, she used a lot of threes, and she was like, next, in all caps with the purple heart. That's when I was like, yes, it's happening. Something like I did not think that she would drop the album, but I knew that she would announce it.
Mm-hmm.
And even the day on Friday, during the day in the afternoon, I texted y'all and I was like, do y'all think she'll actually like announce something like during the show, like not release it, but like actually announce it. I didn't think that she would be like out tonight at midnight or anything like that, but I did think that she would be like, yeah, out, X date, which turns out is now July 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about it, Amy, like a few days ago, where I was like, do you think something's actually happening? Because after that purple heart emoji, and like, that's a Taylor Swift Easter egg, like to its core. So oh my gosh. And I'm so excited. I started crying. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're actually getting it. Like, this is so exciting with 6 vault tracks.
Yes.
Which is very exciting.
Angie drew it to our attention that this is timed out perfectly for our podcast.
It is, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
It is timed out
again
perfectly because we have, I guess as of today, we have 4 songs left on Midnight's 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the 4 songs that she released before tour started, like Eyes Open, Safe and Sound,
All the Girls,
and If This Was a Movie. And then the week after that is Speak Now.
Yeah,
like,
crazy.
That's
Perfect.
insane.
It's crazy. It's almost like we knew that this was going to happen.
It's crazy how that's happened again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So it's very exciting. We finally have that answer. Speak Now is coming. It's here. It's official. And the album cover looks great.
Love. I'm
Looks
obsessed.
great.
Beautiful.
I'm obsessed.
How many albums did you order, Anna?
I ordered myself a vinyl and a CD.
See, I'm going to wait until hopefully she does an autographed.
I'll get that too.
Okay. I'm going to wait until that one.
Yeah, I'll get that too. And then I wonder, well, she didn't do like deluxe versions of Fearless or Red, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
No. Or I guess not even really Midnight's physical copies at least. But yeah.
And another question. Anna, you filmed your reaction
I did.
on Friday. Do you film yourself while you're
No.
watching every concert because you're just waiting?
No.
You just knew.
See, that's the thing. I've never filmed my reaction before ever. But there was something that I just felt it. My SwifTea senses were tingling. They were going through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, something is going to happen. And then as soon as Taylor Nation went live, that's when I was like, yes, I'm like, for sure, something's happening. I grabbed Ryan's phone and I filmed myself because I needed to. But I haven't filmed any other reaction. I would have shared them if I did, but.
Okay. I was just curious about that because you've been waiting for Speak Now to drop for forever. So I was like, does Anna watch every concert and film a reaction? She might say it. She might say it now.
No, but I will say that for the last, year, I wear my Speak Now hat almost every day in hopes that I will be wearing it the day she announces it. And I forgot to wear it today.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Thanks, guys.
We know
Your
you have
aura.
the hat.
Yeah, you've got like this purple aura just
Thank
all
you.
over you.
That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. Thank you, Amy.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. You know summer has officially started in my house when my kids are in full sports mode. We are outside constantly. Baseball games, practices, tournaments, running from one field to the next in the heat. And if you've ever sat through a doubleheader in the middle of the summer, then you know that staying hydrated is not optional. That's why I always throw in a few sticks of Liquid IV's hydration multiplier in my bag. I'm obsessed with the pina colada flavor right now, and it really just tastes like summer in a cup. Just tear it open, pour it into 16 ounces of water, and it hydrates faster than water alone. It's powered by Live Hydroscience with an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients. Plus, Liquid IV has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink and includes 8 vitamins and nutrients in every stick. It's also non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Stay hydrated while you're on the go this summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at checkout. That's 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at liquidiv.com.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
Okay, so is this when we talk about Maddie Healy?
Yes.
Okay, so we've kind of avoided Taylor's personal relationship with Joe. We don't really know where that stands. It's kind of clear that they're probably not together anymore.
Yeah.
But like when they first announced it, we didn't, like we even posted on Instagram, we're not going to talk about it.
Because we didn't
really.
know. We don't
really
know.
know. And so, but it seems like she's moving on. And there's all these rumors bubbling up about Maddie Healy from the 1975 popping up about they're dating. Are they? Aren't they? And then he was at her concerts in Nashville 2 nights. Was he there on Sunday?
I think so.
He was there at her concert in Nashville all 3 nights. And there was paparazzi photos of them going back to her place late at night, one of those nights. And he got up on stage during Phoebe Bridgers' set. Maddie Healy was all over Nashville this weekend at her shows. So what do you guys think is happening with this?
I kind of.
Do we think they're actually dating? Are they just friends and we just assume they're dating even though they're not?
So they've been friends for well over a decade, right? So it is interesting timing because of like the articles that came out. I was really like taking it with a grain of salt because it was published by The Sun, who notoriously is wrong about everything. I'm sorry, but The Sun published like 8 articles last week about how she was dating some Formula One racer.
Right.
So, and then they also published about 1 million articles about how she was dropping Speak Now before tour started. Like, it's just, the fact that it came from The Sun, I was like, they don't know what they're talking about. Like, they also, if you read the article, in the article it said that Maddie Healy was going to be in Nashville. He was going to join Taylor on stage. They were going to hold hands and announce their romance to the world.
Oh, wow.
So if you read the article instead of just reading the headline, it's like, bro, you know?
Yeah.
But then he was in Nashville.
But he
So
was
then-
there.
So then he was there. So then it's like, okay, something's up. Something's interesting. I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of the 1975. And I have always manifested a collab between the two of them professionally, like musically. And so then when the news broke, I was like, okay, this is like my worlds are colliding like in a way. It was weird. But did y'all see the phrases that they were like mouthing at the camera?
Yeah,
Did
that
y'all
was
see
another
that?
thing to talk about.
So at the 1975 show, like last week or a few days ago, at one point Maddie Healy, not into a microphone, but into the camera, mouthed something along the lines of like, "This is about you. You know who you are. I love you." Okay, random, but okay, whatever. And then Taylor at her show mouthed the exact same thing. So that's what makes me think that maybe it could be romantic. I don't know, but for some reason that makes me think that it's like something bigger.
Like a lyric that they're doing
Right, like a lyric, like,
together.
is
Like-
the 1975 going to be on a vault track for Speak Now?
That would be
and
awesome.
that's a lyric?
Maybe that would be awesome. Also, Maddie Healy is very artsy, I guess,
Yes.
if you will.
He takes himself very
He
seriously.
takes himself very seriously. He has this like series called A Theatrical Performance of an Intimate Moment. And it's basically like a commentary on like fame and like all of this like stuff. And somebody on Twitter was saying like, you know what, it wouldn't be that surprising if Maddie had this like huge like commentary artistic type thing planned about fame. Taylor's one of the biggest, if not the biggest artist in the world. And to have her involved in whatever kind of project he's working on, that would be huge. And, you know, it's like, if they are romantically involved, good for them. That's great. But I feel like there's something, they're
working.
Right.
there's something going
Something going on.
I don't know
And
what.
Maddie has said in previous interviews that he and Taylor worked on songs for Midnights, and they,
Right.
for whatever reason, just didn't make the cut.
Right.
So we know they've been working on something
Something.
in the past year together.
Yeah.
And they've been connected because Taylor, the first time she performed Anti-Hero was at the 1975 concert.
Right.
So they've had this connection for a while. Whatever they're doing is definitely intentional, though, because Taylor knows how to be private.
Right.
So that does make it feel like this is not a relationship because she's not one to flaunt. Then she wouldn't be doing this, that there is something else to them.
Unless she does want to flaunt.
I mean, what I just hope, I just hope and I think she's thriving and maybe having fun. Maybe this is just a fling. Maybe they're just friends. You don't have to be with every guy that you're with.
Mhm.
That's true.
So
And if they are dating or being more than friends or whatever, who hasn't broken up with someone and gone for the bad boy pretty quickly after or something like that?
just
Like,
have
whatever,
fun.
that's fun.
It doesn't
hang
have
out.
to be serious.
But
Right.
I don't know a whole lot about Matty Healy. He does take himself very seriously. Taylor seems like someone who's too big. Like he would shy away from that level of
He couldn't handle it.
someone in a partner. Just,
Yeah.
the pop, like he's not going to be in the pop world.
He's very good friends with Phoebe Bridgers.
Mm-hmm.
And Phoebe was actually supposed to open for the 1975 in 2020. And Phoebe has performed at the 1975 before. Like, they're very, very good friends. It is possible that he had plans to go to Nashville because that was Phoebe's opening night, stadium, whatever. Maybe he already had plans to go to Nashville, see Phoebe, see Taylor, two of his
Good
oldest
friends.
good
Mhm.
friends in a stadium setting. Maybe somebody got word of that and leaked, like, oh my God, they're dating. Because I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, if that one article from The Sun didn't come out, that they were romantically involved, if that didn't happen and we never even got word of that, and I saw that he was at the Eras Tour, I would have gone bananas with excitement. Like, oh my God, he's there. Like, this is so
Mhm.
exciting. But, like, since there was that romance rumor on top of it, it was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it just made things, like, more confusing.
Yeah. And another thing to make things confusing, did you see the video of Maddie while she was performing Lover one of the nights? So she's on stage performing Lover, and someone in the crowd close to the VIP tent films Maddie, and he's like, has his eyes closed, hand on his heart, like singing, like he's having this connection, like she's singing to him, he's singing to her in this moment. And it just adds just another level of like, what's going on? I'm so confused by all of this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like only time will tell, I guess. But I don't know. Amy, what do you think?
I think it's work related, but if it is romantic, then you go, girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Sunday night, it was kind of a rocky start to the concert. There was a little bit of rain Sunday night in Nashville.
Massive rain.
Yeah, like not a ton of rain. Like there was like rivers flowing through the stadium.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure the whole timeline, but they had to delay the show. And I don't know how long they told.
2 hours? I think no, it
But,
was
like, did
more
they-
than 2 hours.
Did they tell fans,
I believe.
hey, it's delayed, we're going to do this later? Or is it like, hey, fans, just wait, and we're going to see what happens in a few hours when the rain goes over?
We do have a couple of listeners that were there that were messaging us on Instagram last night. Pippa, who was on our
Right.
show recently, she was there last night, and she sent us a video. She was just like in a hallway, like in a corridor. She was just like waiting for it to, for them to say something. So I have a feeling that maybe they like weren't saying it was canceled, but maybe just like, hey, we're going to postpone it for as long as we can. Because then there's like a curfew rule, and I think that it's like if the show goes past midnight, the artist gets fined. And then people were saying that that the employees at the stadium were saying that Taylor was going to pay the fine. She was like, I don't care, I'm going to pay this fine. Like we're not going to cancel.
Yeah.
We don't have to. So I believe that she went on around 10 or 10:30, and then played until what, like 2?
till 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She wrapped it up at 2 a.m.
What a legend!
and performed the whole time in the rain.
In the pouring rain.
Someone said Taylor has only canceled one show before. I didn't realize that she's not going to cancel a show, because canceling a show is, just think about how big of a deal that is. How many people are traveling to come see her. So she can still reschedule. And that'd be for anybody, but her tours are so epic. People are traveling and are going the distance to go see her. So she made damn sure she put on that show.
Did you hear that,
Rain
Morgan
or
Wallen?
not.
Could you imagine? I think one of the most iconic things would be to see Taylor Swift performing in the pouring rain at 2 a.m.
Yes.
That is so
It made
that
me want to be there.
Taylor core.
So many of her favorite things.
Right. I saw a video of her performing vigilante shit in the
Yes.
rain.
Yeah.
My God.
Great.
Oh,
Midnight
good
rain
pics.
at midnight
in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
It looks so hardcore. She did such a fantastic job. And just to go out there and perform like that. And although it looks so beautiful, all I could think was, man, I wish I was there. Also, man, I'd probably be miserable. I'd be having the time of my life, but is it cold? Are you just cold and wet and miserable, but you're still having a good time because it's Taylor?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It looked incredible
It
though.
looked absolutely amazing.
I am curious if there was some adjustment to some of the dancing because I mean I would imagine with
Right.
a wet stage you'd have to be
And
a
she
little
also
more careful.
has like a ramp
Yeah, it's
that's
like an
pretty
incline.
pretty long that she's walking up and down a lot. So surely that was a little slippery.
Yeah.
We keep talking about like, oh my gosh, I wonder what it would have been like to be there. I did get some messages from some of our listeners that were there on Friday when
Yeah.
she announced Speak Now Taylor's version. Do you want to hear what some of
Yes.
them said? Kelsey said it was one of the coolest. So I asked them specifically about the moment where Taylor announced Speak Now Taylor's version. She said, it was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. Around 70,000 people, as excited as I was. I immediately started crying and screaming. I grabbed my husband's hand and we both started jumping. I couldn't stop shaking and crying, and I couldn't believe how lucky I was to be there. This was my first Taylor concert, even though I've been a fan since debut. So it was something I've waited for my whole life, which is incredible. Caitlin said, oh my God, I was wondering if we would get something Speak Now since she had the purple heart at the end of her Atlanta post, but I didn't want to get my hopes up. And then at the beginning, she said that she had something up her sleeve, but I thought it would just be Phoebe and her performing Nothing New. And then her intro to the surprise song, and she kept talking, and I said, oh my God, is this actually happening? Rose said, I was shocked. I didn't see it coming. I was in section 113, so I fell to the ground. My hands shook so much that my camera wouldn't focus. I hugged my friend. We danced and we sobbed. Literally so much happened at once that I can't remember it all well. But I'm so thankful that I was there. The energy was unmatched. Hannah said, when Phoebe performed, we were all saying, is this what she had planned? And then as soon as she said, I'm excited for another reason, the whole section I was in started chanting Speak Now. It was electric. And then Sarah said, when she started introducing the surprise songs, the crowd basically went quiet because everybody wanted to make sure that they heard every single word that Taylor said.
Wow.
That's so insane. We got a lot of messages from a lot of our listeners that were there. So thank you guys for sharing with us. Like, what an iconic moment in history, in like SwifTea history, to be there. Oh,
It is pretty great that like every weekend something happens, something big happens where everyone's like, I can't believe you were in Dallas when she did that. I can't believe you were in Nashville when she did that. It's like every weekend there's something huge that like makes each weekend very memorable.
yeah.
Very cool.
SwifTea history.
And I can't believe what she performed last night.
What'd she perform?
Her surprise songs last night. She performed Mine and Coulda Woulda Shoulda.
Very cool.
And it was it was great. I still had it playing in the background, so I was actually up and listened to it.
Oh,
And I was
really?
like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Like, what an incredible payoff. She took such great care of everybody. And what's insane, like, she's already putting on this epic tour, selling out night after night, all the weekend shows, first performer to sell out 3 nights in a row, doing absolutely everything, announcing Speak Now. And is that the only thing she's up to? Because there are hardcore rumors about her dropping a book on July 9th.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/Taylor Swift fan. That's chime.com/Taylor Swift fan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. Spot Me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in Spot Me and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
Y'all, what the fuck? I think we're getting a Taylor Swift memoir on July 9th. So there's an email from the publisher that we've been looking at. The details include that a book is coming. It will be released on July 9th, and it will officially be announced on June 13th. July 9th mentioned in the song The Last Kiss. It's always been a Taylor date as well. The hardcover is going to cost $45. They think it'll sell 1 million copies quickly, and then they're going to print more, and it is 544 pages long. Of course, 5 plus 4 plus 4 equals 13. They're calling it a, quote, fun celebratory memoir for a younger millennial and Gen Z audience with global appeal. It will have massive publicity. Of course, at the Eras Tour in Nashville, Taylor announced Speak Now, re-record is coming. That is a self-written album. And in the announcement on Instagram, she mentions July 9th, and she also says, Dear Reader. Dear Reader, could a book be coming? She mentions brutal honesty, unfiltered diaristic confessions. It really feels like she could be hinting at a book coming. It's also worth mentioning that July 9th is a Sunday, and it's very unusual for books to come out on anything other than a Tuesday. So here's what my publisher said. They said, it's weird, like it never ever happens. I think Harry Potter on the weekends for midnight release parties is the last time I remember books launching outside of a Tuesday. This is because the New York Times bestseller list reporting closes each week on Tuesday. Launching something not on a Tuesday means they think it will sell enough copies to hit the New York Times bestseller list before even being out for a whole week. But of course, Taylor's a total weirdo about dates, and July 9th, as I already said, is one of her dates. So in that lens, a Sunday release could make sense. And of course, also, it's worth mentioning, Taylor knows that if she drops a book, it will destroy the bestseller list. She doesn't have to worry about that. She knows she's going to get sales. She doesn't need a whole week of sales to hit the bestseller list. She could do it in a day.
So do y'all think?
Yes.
I
I'm
mean,
on board.
Yes. Everything that she's saying, everything that she's doing, this whole, and she mentioned, I don't know if it was last night in Nashville, but she was like, oh, I've been saying that folklore was my first time to write fantasy, and that's actually not true, because Speak Now, like, I wasn't interrupting people's weddings. I was 18 years old whenever I wrote this. Mm-hmm. My friends weren't getting married. So she keeps drawing back to the fact that this is all writing. And I'm in. This girl is busy. She is insane. She is dropping everything now, literally.
And that she used Dear Reader in a post. Like,
yeah,
that
really,
like, it's such a random thing to drop. And I'm like, that's an obvious clue.
I was very focused on that. I did see this rumor, and even though we don't know for a fact if it's Taylor or who it is, I did pre-order it.
You did?
Yeah.
Because it's just like a shadow. Like, there's no information listed for
Yeah.
whatever this title is.
I went ahead and pre-ordered it because I was like, there's a lot of clues that maybe it's Taylor, and if it's not, whatever, it'll be kind of funny.
Yeah.
And the person talking of them saying they're going to release it over the weekend because they think it'll sell enough to land on the New York Times. To land on the New York Times bestsellers list, you have to sell between 5,000 and 10,000 copies in a week. Taylor will have that on pre-order easily, so she'll easily be number one.
I'm sure this book has already been pre-ordered that many times, and we don't even know if it's Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Like, come on.
That was from What Will I Say podcast TikTok, by the way, who had all that information. I thought that was very interesting about releasing something on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Because Taylor makes her own rules. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But Taylor already has a book. It just came out. It's a little golden book, and I got it for myself, maybe my daughter, and it talks about her life.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it talks about her life. It's like one of those little books you read when you were a kid. Here she is growing up on her Christmas tree farm with a beautiful illustration.
That is so cute, but Nick, spoilers.
So I'm not sure what night this was, but one night in Nashville, she was singing The One, and fans noticed this very specific note change. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
What an epic weekend, though.
I know. Did you see, though, that I think Sunday night she switched it back to Invisible String?
Yes, because Centennial Park, right? Isn't that
okay, that makes
Centennial
sense.
Park's in Nashville? So that was why they were saying that she switched it out. And to hear her perform Nothing New for the first time live, so they sounded so incredible together.
It was really cool that they added that to the set list and not a surprise song.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she'll do that with Haim for Nobody No Crime.
That'd be amazing.
You know? Because it's like, yeah, why not perform that song every night that you have this guest on tour instead of just for like one out of the 3 nights or whatever, you know?
So what does her releasing and announcing Speak Now, what does that mean for the rest of the tour? I mean, she's still dropping stuff and being cryptic and like, haha, you don't know me yet. you don't know what all I have planned. Is this going to change the set list? Do we think the set list? I saw Thrifty Swifty was saying what songs could be interchanged out at some point, like The Archer, The Man. I really don't see The Man going anywhere, but she was naming specific songs that could be switched out. But then now that Speak Now is being released, is she going to add more Speak Now? Because we were all blown away that she only performed one Speak Now song. We understand why.
But do you think that if she were to add more Speak Now songs, do you think she does that after the release of the album, like post July 7th? Or do you think she does that
I think
now
after.
because we know it's coming?
I think after July 7th.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, because it would up,
guess.
yeah, because it would like up the numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah, why not?
But is she gonna nix other songs? Like it's already 3+ hours. Is she gonna make it even longer?
That's a great question.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Or maybe, you know how kind of like in folklore, she kind of just does like little parts of songs. Like she only does like a little part of illicit affairs. Like maybe she just shortens songs. Like
Yeah.
maybe she doesn't completely cut The Archer, but maybe she just shortens it. Or like,
Mhm.
you know, but Taylor's the hardest working person in the industry, so I don't put it past her to have like an A side and a B side to the
Truly, I
to
mean, it would
the-
be a lot more work to change up the tour right in the middle of it.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That's what's really exciting about being a Swiftie. You know, it's like we tune in every weekend because we know she's gonna do something. She keeps us on our toes, which is super super cool. So very excited that we're getting Speak Now Taylor's version. Like I'm still kind of like I'm not over that. Like, I'm really not. Like, I'm trying so hard not to cry right now because I'm so excited.
Now I'm just scared about missing the live TikToks again, about not getting all the information, and about not being at the shows. Like, I want to be at every single show. And I already felt that way, but then the excitement that just keeps on building really makes me want to be there.
I know. I'm seriously going to try to get us to another show. I don't know how, but I've been entering contests for us to get to another show, but so far, no luck. I will say, though, because a lot of people always ask us how we watch the show, because we're always like, oh, were you watching on the live or whatever? I have actually found better quality lives on Instagram than TikTok. Personally, let me pull it up. There is a Twitter account that will tweet out links. Hold on, give me 1 second.
And you have to fill out some information
No.
on that Twitter. Okay, because the link I found last night, you had to fill out information, and I was like, this doesn't
What?
seem right. Yeah, I've been struggling on the lives because I couldn't. They're getting stricter with them, and I wasn't finding them at the correct
I
times.
gave up on TikTok because it either A, sounded like it was underwater, or it just wasn't good quality. Okay, so on Twitter, there's an account called @ErasTourLive, and they just will post links to accounts that are live like that day or that weekend or plan to be or at that time, or even they even post like updates throughout the show being like, this account's still live. It's links, so it's like maybe it had you try to sign into your TikTok or something. I just kind of look at the link and look at the username, and then I go to my Instagram and find that person.
Okay.
And I've had really good luck with that. But I guess if something major happens, Taylor Nation goes live on their account.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of great. Like, they obviously know that we've all been trying to find like live streams, and so Taylor Nation was like,
Let me
y'all
help you out.
y'all gonna tune into ours this time. But then they cut it off like right as Sparks Fly started. So I have to like quickly go and find another one. But it's okay.
But how exciting. How exciting. Well, thank you for joining us for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. I'm Lacey.
I'm Anna.
Amy.
Just like messing it up every single time.
It's like that's how we do it.
It's not.
For some reason, whenever it's not all four of us, Nick had to just step out for a second because obviously he was at the beginning of this episode. But whenever it's not all four of us at the end, we feel the need to sign off.
Yeah, I was mostly doing that as a joke. But thank you for listening to this SwifTea after such an exciting weekend for all of us Swifties. And join us next time. We are breaking down High Infidelity.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.